Hania's love, the downfall of Kitty Kingdom. Despite being so young, Hania desired to be loved by a man. Her powers most times compel her to do unimaginable things. Sounds of footsteps approaches, sounds of loud breathing and heart thumping is heard. The sound approaches closer, faster and more disturbing. Hania's mother, who is seated to a basket filled with palm kernel to be dressed and soon taken to trade in the little market of Kitty Land, has lost her peace, quickly watching out for what could sprout out from the blues. She watches on with owl-sized eyes. Abruptly, Hania rushed into the modest-looking compound, startling her mother, rather happy and high-spirited. "You scared me, you little naive girl. I was looking out to see if our enemies are at it again. Mama, I have told you many times to be like me. Stop being scared, be as bold like me," Hania said, laughing at her mother. Hania's mother scolded her, tapping her behind softly. "See who I carried in me for 9 full months, telling me what or what not to be scared of. Well, it is not my fault that the blessed spirits of the mountains that ran through our lineage for centuries had to bypass many of us to bless you with such unique powers. So tell me, what makes you so happy?" "Mother. Mother. Speak already. Of course I am not deaf." "Mother, don't bother. The sun does not hide from anyone. You will get to know all about it soon." As she tries to leave. "Come back here, Hania. I can see something written in your eyes." Hania smiles. "Well, I will find out what it is, no matter what you remember that I was before you." She responded, "Mama, are you sure that you were here before me? Look at this little girl." Her mother replied, "Well, say whatever you want, go inside and get your food." Hania's desire had grown more than her age. Considering her supernatural powers, she had attained a very wide knowledge of love that those with short-sightedness can easily see. The next day at sunset, Hania walked past a group of maidens who immediately began to gossip about her, calling her names mockingly. Hania noticed and turned towards the maidens. This was unusual, as normally she would just walk her way without paying attention to whatever anyone is saying or thinking about her. But this time, she walked confidently towards them, as they looked on wondering. "You all have nothing to do with your time rather than to sit here and keep discussing everyone that walks past." "What?" exclaimed one of them. "Are you talking to us in such a manner? Who do you see here that is your mate?" The eldest amongst the maidens retorted, "Don't mind this little thing. Because she has some little powers, she thought that is enough reason for her to speak to everyone the way she wants. Look here, little girl, I will beat you up if you utter such nonsense out from your mouth one more time," another added. The gang of maidens all nodded unanimously in agreement. "You all can do nothing to me," Hania retorted. They all stood ready to attack Hania. Who dares to stand in the way of the gods? Who dares to stand against his creator? Even your men could not stand against those I stood against. Your warriors trembled and flee when I walked into the scene, stamped my feet on the ground and sent my voice against them. Who then do you think you are?" Suddenly, as the girls heard these words, from the back, they began to sneak away one after the other, left with only one of the maidens standing. "Yes. You want to say something to me?" Hania inquired from the last girl, who stood facing off with Hania angrily. Of course she is not a match for Hania, no one is. The last girl had to later walk away with her tail in between her legs. "I thought as much, run," Hania added as she walked away gracefully and elegantly. One day Hania popped a traumatizing statement to her mother that had gave her a sleepless night. "Mother, I desire to be loved." "What do you mean by that?" "Of course I love you and I'm always here for you," Hania's mother retorted, perplexed. "No, mother, that is not what I mean. I have been with you all my life. I barely have friends of any sort. In fact, I need to be loved by a strong man." "What?" her mother exclaimed. "Are you joking?" I'm serious, mother, Hania responded immediately. Do you remember how old you are? You are still too young for that. What you need at this age is focus on growing up and being a good daughter to me, for God's sake. Look here, young lady, for now I don't want to hear anything of such in this house. Am I? Understood. Hania replied, that is what you do every time it comes to what I want. What about all the good things that came to you because of me? What about all the victories I brought to our land to be great again? But when it comes to what I want, no one cares. Hania said, grumbling as she walks away angrily. Stunned, her mother watched her with her mouth wide open as she walked away. This girl is serious. Oh my God. I am in trouble. This is trouble. Another unimaginable request from this girl. I need to do something really quick before it all gets out of hand. I pray to the heavens that the gods help in keeping this girl's powers in check. The question remains, can the Almighty, who had given her such powers to save a dying kingdom, still allow such a vessel to fall? Answers to this question remain unknown, as none could provide an explanation to Hania's desires. What exactly does she want? One said, if she wants a man, she should hold on, and when she's ripe for harvest, we will provide a very good and hardworking man for her. Another encouraged, Hania has made her desire for love as obvious as a running elephant in the midst of trees, such that the king had sent delegates to convince her away from her desire. Considering everything you have done for this kingdom, how you've saved us from defeat countless times at the battlefield and made harvest in the river so bountiful, the king can even give you his son for marriage, but you know, you need to be calm and wait a while until you transform into womanhood, the chief priest advised. Although Hania listened, but she never uttered a word nor nodded in agreement to what they said. They could perceive she isn't interested in whatever they had said, as silence was gradually covering the atmosphere like clouds preparing to drop rainwaters. Hania, the chief priest, called out, will you not answer us so we can at least have words to tell the king when we return? Everyone thought Hania would say a word or two, but then, everyone was wrong. Hania had failed to respond for a second time. It was her mom that first noticed Hania crying. What is it? Everyone asked, but for a third time, but Hania refused answering. After a while, Hania decided to spill out in a low, calm and stammering voice. Do I not desire it? Do I not desire to live a life of my own? Why can't this kingdom just let me be? After all, I am never their king. The promise is to become the mother of many nations. I am supposed to bear children and lots of them, but here I am wasting away and serving the kingdom like my life depends on it. I am tired, I am tired, I am seriously tired, she said as she walked out on them. The chief priest could easily sense something. If you get married, Hania, and give birth to thousands of children and become a mother of many nations and leave our kingdom, who then will rescue us from subsequent battles? One of the delegates asked, but as usual, Hania is without an answer for a fourth time. Finally she walks out on everyone. Even you can feel doom looming as you watch, right? That is how we all feel at the moment in our great land of Kitty. No one needs to be told that something has to be done really fast. My daughter, what is wrong with her? I can't even recognize my daughter anymore, Hania's mother said, almost crying. Let your hearts not be troubled. I will prove to you all why I am in this office of the chief seer and priest of this great land. This has gone beyond the physical, and so meaning this has gone beyond mortals, the eyes never pretend to be hurt when it is not, and though we see the rains, but we never know what is happening beyond the clouds. I will be back with a message for the land. Everyone should be prepared.
Watch on for episode 3. In episode 3, Hernia finds love.